Hello and welcome. It is the fourth day of April 2019, and this is a bonus Bitcoin trading video where I'm going to go through ideas, what I'm trading, and of course, like always, anything you do is your own risk, own reward. And let's get started. Quick update on Bitcoin versus the US fiat, which is showing very interesting things at $4,841.96, or in or around that area number. As at first, as we can see on the 4-hour time frame, and let's go to the one, because we can see more. It had a very sudden move above this, came back down noticeably below, and failed to resist this line, thus resisting a pierce below. So technically, a better number than 4141 might be somewhere around 4831, but close enough overall. And then the nice breakout above, and this is a failed breakout in here because we had a two-time hit level of resistance at 5082, and it got above this level for a decent sized leg higher. And then when it came back to correctionary phase, rather than supporting in that area, it resisted it. Meanwhile, finding support at 4831. And then resisting amongst this level, and then finding support again at 4831. And we're now somewhat resisting this on the 18 in declining fashion, but it's holding in there over the last four periods relatively well, as we see green candle into it, red candle to the bottom of the lows like a pause candle. And because this current one with 34 minutes left, if it's able to hold and stay above like 49.28 for the next 33 minutes or so, I mean, I'd be given this good credentials to at least flatten out the band, thus neutralize more towards what is a neutral sideways reaction as it is anyway. And as far as where lower support can come into play, even for a small move down to 4,700, 46.90, 46 and three quarters would be, well, matching up within this level here. But if you see any type of moves where you get above it within this time frame, ideally for a setup, you want to see something like a get above it. Maybe do something over the next 5, 6, 7 periods where it maybe might come back down and then start to see it left off. But in the real world, this is oftentimes what you can get. But in this situation here, okay, I want to see it get above. Well, first off, you want to. This is where you'd be looking at. Okay, I need to see it have a nice clear break above 41.36, and there we have it. I was holding and staying above, and lots of situations where okay, this is an interesting long time, holding very well. Now you're starting to see how it's breaking out above. Definitely a buy spot on this, showing that it worked in here. And not always will it, but you can see as you use like an average like this, until you have any type of formidable move getting above this, the buyers are not in control within that current time frame. But it is definitely giving it its best go, and we're going to probably see in the 15 that it is doing something to revert it. After all, we have band flattened, resistance established. Now it's in the trying to take it out. So holding and staying above this, then, well, I mean, one leg higher to 5,042 at least you'd be expecting. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. As this overall seems to me that this is either, I mean, this is aggressive no matter what. But this is either going to be resisting this level, and if that's the case, you'd be expecting a sudden sharp move, at least back down to the 18 average, if not a highs, that is, if not even lower than that to the lows, and even back to where it came from at 41. That's the resistance, as that means stop going up and either going sideways or down. Usually down always is the most common one. Even on sideways moves, you oftentimes get a good down move first and then do some sort of sideways action after that. And the rarity is possibly formatting, and that's supporting this level rather than resisting it. And we're starting day number 3. This is the completion of 2, so a little bit of pausing within that. So if it stays in that sideways range that was shown on that shorter term, and then that's what it would be doing. And that, again, that's a rare situation. And then relatively no resistance at all, which still can happen, but it's got to start rallying fast to just go to the next key level. which would mean usually the next couple of days, if not even today, which now becomes Friday. And maybe especially because it's a Friday in the end of the week. But I don't know. I don't know like to sit. I don't have enough knowledge and experience on what one day over the other rectifies. I did work on it before where I actually sorted it, but I didn't come up with anything too fantastic. I don't remember. But anyway, if it's a fast move to this level, it should happen relatively soon. Resistance, support, or fast move next. I'm not going to try to venture in guessing which one it is. Rather, it will be one of them, I think. Because what else can it be? I mean, I guess slow move to the next level. Yeah, as if. I've never really ever seen that, I don't think. But you know what? That'd be nice to see where you get to a spot where you're not supposed to get resistance, and then it takes like 60 periods in a nice little uptrend, just grinding its way to like that number. That doesn't make sense. Let's move on. And the first altcoin I'm going to show is PivX, which you can just say that sometimes within partners you just got to break up. Okay, I broke up with PivX. That's not because of you. You do got good volatility overall, and even a good trend. But there's one that I like a lot better. So therefore, I sold this. I bought this instead, and I'm up about 6% since I did it. Since I my average buy was a little under 9,000, and even PivX is down like 2% since yesterday. But this is obviously in an interesting spot within its game, but or game, of course, its movements and how it does that. But it's all a game, and I meant to say that because that's what I'm leading into. The movements on this is nothing short of fantastic. And we might even have further pullback down to the low 7,000 area, even high 6 in the area of where the 18 lows would be in previous resistance. If it is, it is. I mean, I got a, it's trading. That's what I'm doing with DGB. Interesting combination. I got the history because this goes way back. I got the weekly chart. DGB does as well too. And within these points, I take the price of this one because it's a higher number, and then I divide it by the price of DGB. So we'll take 95.20, and I'm just going to think about 295 or 296 is probably the current price. So there's a ratio of about 32 to 1. That's the price point I'm most concerned about, because when that number gets to certain directions, it means buy one and sell for the other. I don't have any DGB on exchanges other than Cryptopia, and I don't own any GRS on exchanges either. But if there comes a time where I have to sell one for the other, well, I'll take what I need to sell from whichever one it is in the wallet. I will send that many to the exchange, sell it for Bitcoin, buy the other, move it to the wallet when I'm done, calculate what the actual trade was, figure out when I'm going to trade it again, and just let the market do what it needs to do. And it has a lot of interesting wild moves along the way, which is always nice to see, especially when you have spots like it goes way up like this and back down. But its history, again, is phenomenal against that with DGB. It's like both of them on steroids. For when I play this game, which takes me back over 4 years ago, and I start with 1,000 of GRS, not much, and 2,625 of DGB. They were very cheap back then. If you were to make this purchase on this day, you would have needed to come up with almost 50 cents. Even I think 40 cents you would have been fine. I think it was like 36 or 38, 39. Either way, it wasn't much at all. But that doesn't matter in this sense because this strategy doesn't care overall what the price of Bitcoin is, if it's up or down, or even for that matter, its price against Bitcoin. Other than the fact that it's each other together divided by it, it does. And all this is doing is increasing your coins. Whether they go up or down is another story. So if they go down, well, you technically can still win. If they go up, you can win even more. And in that case, would be so here. For playing this game over 1,500 days, we'll say and change, I would expect that your GRS number, it had to have been over 100,000 at one point near the end, and you definitely had. How many million did you have? At least, please tell me you had at least 2 million DGB, and you have somewhere near that million number today. That's how high it is when you use the strategies like within it over and over. For the first day on this, it goes down 14%. Next day it goes down 34. Oh, maybe I want to trade. And I got 2,600, so I can trade about maybe 500. That's something I would do in a real life situation. Oh, and then the next day it goes right back up. Okay, so I can sell some of the GRS. Maybe I sell about 225. That would get me 500. Okay, let's wait for like maybe a buck 40 or 1.4, maybe 365, and oh, it's down to 126. Then I can maybe sell about 500 of the DGB. Wait for it to go to say zero point 0.7 or maybe 2 and 11. It goes to 211, so I can maybe sell 325 of those. Wait for after a 219 trade, maybe wait for 1.3 or 315. It goes to 3 and a third. So I got 1179. So I can definitely do another like 180 or so. Okay, we'll keep it going. Say you go to like 2 and a third, maybe up to 5. It goes to 556. I got about 1,000. So let's just keep 17%. That keep the game going. So we'll wait for it to go below 4, maybe above 7 and 7/9, and those goes to 3 even. That's almost a half off deal. So let's just do it like a nice little. We don't even need to do much here. Like 700 would give us a good number. Yeah, 226. And then it goes down some more. So maybe just a small sell. Okay, well, heck, I can even do a 500 deal. Get another 200 on there. And oh, so I can even do the same thing back. I can be like, well, why don't I just get that 200 back? Okay. And then and then it goes up to 33%. So let's just sell 250. Okay, let's wait for a price point maybe at like 250 or 5 and 7/9. It goes to 2.5. We own 4,300, so maybe go about 650. Wait for maybe a buck and a half or 3.7 goes up to 439. Maybe we sell about 250 of them, and the numbers on how well you can be making over time. This is day 118, so you wouldn't even be a year into it, and you got a long ways to go. You would be about 4 months into the game. Lowest price, let's go 3 even, maybe 6 and a quarter up, and that's where it goes. So sell maybe 175. And then it's a $6 trade. Let's go to like 460, maybe 8.5. It goes to 10. Okay, let's even go 200. That's a decent sized number for 2,000. Let's go to say 7 or 14. Goes to 7. Maybe you want to sell 1,200 of them. You get 173. Maybe wait for it to go down to 4.5 or up to 9. Sell maybe 120. On day 163 at this stage, let's go for a spot buy at 6, maybe sell at 13, and it goes up to 16. Maybe I want to sell like say 200 of them. It's an aggressive sell, but I realize in time it's going to come back down. Let's look for a buyback at 11 or aggressive sell at 24. We get the buyback. 10,000 of them. Maybe you go 2,500. That would get us 260. Wait for maybe a buyback of 7. Wait, maybe 15 up. Goes to 1635. I'll sell, say, about 150 of them. Wait for it to go back down to 10 or maybe 26. It goes to 10. Maybe sell 2,500. And now you're at a stage where you have 800 of the one and 8,300 of the other. You have phenomenal gains already. And what's going to end up happening in this, you're going to see how this great volatility is going to. I don't know how much I'm going to show, but it slows down soon. It'll slow down, and it's just going to be just small gains, plays here and there, and then it really picks up, which will be 2017 when it picks up. And I say this now because I think that's because it's been slow for the last year or so. I think it's going to pick up soon as far as how trading works with all this great volatility. Okay, so the price is 12. I want better than that. Let's go for a buy at 6, maybe go 14 and a half. Sell maybe 175. Wait for 10 or 21. Don't get the blackjack. So we'll do the sell DGB. So in this strategy, I don't care where the market goes as long as it goes to it. And the more of these trades I make, the more profit I'm going to get. That's what it's going to come down to. And of course, the larger volatility you get, you're going to make less trades, but you make more per trade. If you're waiting for 6% moves and 4% moves, you'll get more trades, but you got to pile up a lot of them to make what a 20, 30, 40% move would make. So then we got to move price down to 619. We'll sell some DGB, maybe only 9,000, maybe go 1,700. It goes up 26%. I want better though too. Let's go under 4 or over 9. Okay, well that's like double up. But you know what? We can just say let's do 325, get 4,000, and look at that. How beautiful it is. The next very day it goes back down to 5. And these things will happen in real life when the situations are right. When one coin has a significant gain and or the other one's sliding, especially if say one day one coin goes up, then the next day the other coin goes up and the one that went up retraces back because it was up so much. Those are beautiful scenarios to have happen. It's probably something like that happened on this day, but how many of the 11,000? We got about a few thousand, even like 2,600 would get us a good amount, 500. And it goes down some more. I wish I would have sold less, but you know who cares? Because I'm just going to make another trade again. Maybe 1,800. Okay, wait for maybe 2 or 5. It goes to 682. And we'll sell maybe 350. Okay, it gets down to say 450 as a low, but maybe go 9 and a third for the high. Very good pullback. We got 9,300, maybe sell 2,200. Okay, we'll wait for maybe 240 or 575. We're still on day 275. Takes 2 days to go down. So we'll sell some more DGB. And we have 7,100, so 1,600 is okay. We add 700 almost more. Wait for like say 140 or maybe 388. It goes to 4. Maybe sell 575. Day 290. And after 4, maybe go 275 buy or 6.5 sell. 6 2/3 is the number. Let's sell maybe 475. Wait for the pullback, maybe to 4 1/3 or up to 9.5. Pulls back. So we have 11,000, so we can safely sell like 2,300. And now all of a sudden, that's like 2,300 and then 86.77. This is where it does start to get really slow for a while. But you can see how immaculate that these gains can come into place. So you like 2 whatever coins. Okay, that's phenomenal. And you just want to hold them and what be it. Yet, if you just sell like this here and there, you might be able to get a significant amount of extra coins. Let's just, heck, I can continue on for a little bit. This goes up to 632, and we'll go like, let's see, 450? Yeah, 450. And let's wait for the pullback again. Let's go 444 or 9. Goes back down. Sell a 2500. Get back 6. 9,000 DGB, but again, this has got to get over a million. He's easy. Let's do a pullback to 275, a rally to 6 point. Let's go 7 even. So better than doubles. Let's go 800 maybe. Big move. It's big accumulation. And buy back at 6 or sell at 15. It goes to a huge pullback. And that's better than double. Let's go 6,700 and pull, and then get 1,700 of the other one, or 1,800 almost. And then it rallies like 30% the next day. So maybe it didn't slow down too much. Either way, when I buy at 4, sell at 9, buy at 3.73, and I can sell at 47, I can say, no, I want to be greedy. Just because I want to speed this up a bit and see if I can still have a kick-ass score when it's all said and done. But really high moves, though. But not extreme. I'm not waiting for double or anything, although I could. And half of that would be, last trade of 370 would be 180. So let's just go 2. And let's go 6. So it goes to 6 and a third. Let's sell, say, 1250. Wait for the price to go down to, say, 380 or 11. And it almost doubles. So let's sell 800. Wait for the price to go to 7 or up to 18, and it goes down to, now we're past, and we're in like 13th month is complete type thing because it's day 398. And it's a price decrease, so I'm gonna sell this and maybe sell 5,000 of them. Wait for a pullback to say 3.8 or maybe 11 on the up, and it goes down to 3.67. So with 22,000, let's go 7,000 of them. And let's wait for it to go under 2 or over 6. It goes over 6 and owning 4,000. Let's do 950. Wait for it to go down to 3.85 or up to 11. It goes to 3.65 and owning 20,000. I can safely sell about 7,700. Now I got 5,000 on the GRS, which is pretty cool. Let's buy it like 2, sell at 6, goes to 629. I got 5,000. We can sell 1,100-ish. And at 629, we'll go down to 3.8, maybe up to 11, and it goes to 3 and a third. Let's sell 7,500. So at 336 as last trade, maybe we'll go to 1.79, and then 6 on the upside. It goes to 683. So let's sell 2,200. There we go. 380 for the low. Let's do 11 for the high, and it's a double. So let's sell 1,400. Wait for it to go down to say 7 something, maybe up to 24, and it goes up, and it goes up nicely. Let's do 1,100 or so. Now there's 78,000 of those DGB. We're getting closer to that million number that I know is definitely going to be coming. I gotta think doing it because most times I do it. This is only the 6th time or 5th time I've really played around with this. Day 739, we're at the halfway mark as well to day 1,500. So just imagine doing 6,000 of these days. Well, even 5,000. That's 14 years, but that's a decade and a half of investing your life. And oh my goodness, you can turn $100 into $100 trillion, if dollars even still exist then. But you get the point. Great gains doing this. So entering the lowest price from a 29 move, after that type of volatility, I want to buy cheaper than I sold before. Serious. I mean, let's do extreme after this move. Let's go 12. And doubling that's like even 60 is better than double. And it hits it. I really wasn't too sure because I know it does go. I mean, I really don't have the greatest of short term memories, at least for specifics like this. Okay, I guess you can get close to sell half, not quite. Like 675. How much would that get you? Like 43,000? That gets you over 100,000. And then it goes down 34%. But that's not enough. Again, I want to buy it cheaper than where I did last time. So 25. And let's go 175. Okay, day 801. 122,000, let's get rid of 50 of them. No, I don't want to get rid of that many. 30,000 of them. And next thing, we're going to go to 12 and a half, almost, and go 40 up. It goes up. So the 2,000, let's go 800. Wait to buy it at 23, sell next at 75, and it goes down. So let's go say 39,000. Get 2,000 the other way. Wait for it to go down to say 11 or up to 35. And sell 22,000. Wait for it to go to 6 or 18, and it goes to 379 on day 839. Okay, I can probably want to do even more than half. If I have a move from the last trade was 1023 and now it goes down to 379. If I own 63,000, 40, get 10,000 on the other side, and it goes down even more. But yeah, let's go for better. I want even under 2. We've had some high volatility, so I can even ask for like an 875 sale, and I get under 2. So of the 24,000, let's do 10,000 of them. And how am I going to get this to a million? I'm going to be down to 14,000. Okay, well, 172, let's go 0.9 under the 1. Double 170 is 340, so let's do 318. And it goes to 77. Okay. Let's do half of them. Now I'm only going to have like over 7,000, but I'm going to have 30,000 of those GRSs though. Okay, I guess point 4. I don't think it might go there. I don't think it does though. 150 is half, so maybe 1.4. Yeah, so that's of the 30,000. That's probably. I mean, you only have to go like because you're just doing your early after so many buys in a row. You don't want to unload a whole bunch of them now because you want to unload them at even higher prices. But this isn't even 20%. I'm getting 9,800, which better than doubles my DGB. So I mean, something like that to me is a good play. I mean, I could just take the 122, and normally I would, but I want to speed this game up for the video purpose, and for just showing, okay, I want more volatile plays. You do better if you can pick away at these smaller moves and understand market psychology better. You could do a lot better, and you're doing a lot better than kick-ass gains at that as well. Lowest price after 1. Let's just do under 1 and 3.4, so it goes to 3.5 of the 25,000. I think 70. Let's go 6,500. Okay, let's wait for a price point to go down to 185 or up to 650, up to 9. Let's sell maybe 7,000. Now I'm back to 100,000 of those DGB and over 10,000 of the GRS. That's a lot more than I started with. As you're into year 3. Let's look for a buy. We were at 9, so let's go 5, and let's go 16.5 up. And it goes to 26. Okay, that's more than half again. And you own 11,600. Half of that is like under 6. So let's go 6,300. And I mean, I'm gonna make. I don't mind buying over 9, I guess, but 10 and a half. Maybe I'm hoping to get under 9 if it goes down. Let's go 48 for the sell, and it goes to, oh my, that does go under. That's just amazing. So 265, half of that is like 130. So let's do 80. I think that's good. I mean, we have 53, and you add 96. I knew 60 would give me a good number, but I don't want to accumulate too much unless I get spectacular down moves coming. Okay, so now let's wait for this to go down to say 4.6, maybe 15.75. Okay, spectacular 1986. That was the year which Bill Buckner didn't drop the ball; he just didn't catch it. Sorry, Red Sox fans, but you got your you got your moment. GRS sell amount. Okay, we had a price at 824. We have it at 19. We have 15,000 of them. I'm gonna go half again, a little more. That's just a high jump. That's a pretty good decline, but I'm gonna go for lower. Let's go for 10 and 38. So you own well, you own a third of a million. Let's get rid of 100K. And let's go for a buy at like 4.8, sell at 18. It goes to 20. You got 17,000, so let's sell 5,500. Back over a third of a million, and it goes up 50%. 148%. That's the price it's at. Okay, never mind. Let's sell some more. You got 12,000. Let's go 6,500. A little more than half. And it's down 40% the next day. But I want 20. And I get 111. I guess I should have bought. And you know what? So be it. That's going to happen. You're going to miss out on a trade, or you're going to say, no, I'm going to wait, let it ride, and you lose. But yet you still win when you lose on a short-term movement like that. Obviously, with the numbers as big as it is, I mean, this is easily going to get you over that million now. When you got 59.45 here, price goes from 2,500. That's close enough to half. Not quite a million, but very soon, obviously. Buyback at 50, sell at 240. So we get the buyback. You got close to a million. Let's do 120,000. That would get us 25. Not bad. I want cheaper though. I want to sell more when the prices are lower like this though. So half of 46 is 23. Let's go 25. Wait for 90 on the upside. It goes down to 20. So the 846, let's do 225. Get back 11. And we were at 20. Let's go 10 and 38. Goes up. Good thing that last buy came in, I guess. Of the 17,000, I think we can do 8,000. We're over a million now. Let's. I like this. These big moves. You don't have to trade too often, but and often days you check. Yeah, nothing to do. That's just how it is. It goes down to 23 here. So of the million, let's do 175. As long as that's noticeably more than 10,000. Well, close enough at 73. So you almost double up your other stack. Because one gets short stacked, one gets overstacked, and when the price reverts, that is a huge helper, what you can see here. 23 is the last trade. Let's go 12 and 45. And that's where we stand. That's where we stand. In fact, that's like 300 days without a trade. Because there's over 1,500 of them. And we complete this with 16,583 of the GRS. That's worth a lot. That is worth a whole shitload of a lot. Because what I got is a small fraction of that, and it's worth an okay amount. How much is that worth? It's a 9,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's worth 1.5 Bitcoin. 832. You're probably looking at, what do I? You got to be over Bitcoin too at that. And it's 5 decimals because it's a 3-digit number. And we'll go 295. 2.5 Bitcoin. There wasn't much in which you would have started with as far as overall balance. But to be able to end with like 5 Bitcoin, starting with absolutely not much, having like 30 cents, 35 cents, 40 cents, and 5 Bitcoin today, well, 5,000, that's like 25, 24 to $25,000. That's not a bad return if you can put 40 cents into 25,000. Thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye bye.